If you're looking for another bead bracelet, then you've come to the right place. Here it is. It's the Bead X-Base. A bead cuff that's great fun to make, has a complex look, and isn't hard to create. It's a start of something great you'll see, turning a simple design into a 3D. So get ready for a tutorial that will hopefully fulfill your creative needs. Be sure to give this video a like and enjoy this episode of TurboBeads. Here's a list of everything you need to make the X-Base bead cuff bracelet. The first thing you will need is 4 feet of string. You'll add 30 beads to the string. When adding the beads to the string, you'll add them in groups of 3, just like this. As you can see, I've got 2 blue as my base color and 1 yellow as the accent color. As I said before, we will go ahead and add 30 beads to the string using the same pattern. Once you have all 30 beads on that string, you'll move those beads toward one end of the string and tie both ends of string together with a square knot, bringing all of the beads together. Be sure when tying your knot that your knot is tied nice and secure to ensure that everything stays together. Now that your knot is tied, you'll have one short end of string and one long end of string to use. We'll take that long end of string and run it through the closest accent bead, which is the yellow bead that you see here. Watch closely as I guide the string through this bead. When you get that string all the way through that bead, you'll pull the string all the way through, setting us up for the next steps in building around the bracelet. As you can see, the string is coming out of this yellow bead. Now, using that same end of string, we're going to add 3 beads to that string using this pattern. We'll add 1 orange bead, 1 yellow bead, followed by another orange bead. Here is the pattern that we'll use for several sections. Now that we have those beads on the string, we're going to run that string to the next yellow bead. That's the accent bead. As you can see, the yellow beads stand out and act as a guide point. Once you get that string all the way through that bead, you'll pull it all the way through and the bead should stack into place. This is what it should look like. With the string coming out of this yellow bead, we will use that same end of string and add 3 beads to the string using the same pattern as we did before. Remember, that's 2 orange beads with 1 yellow bead in the middle. With that 3 beads on the string, you'll run that string to the next yellow bead. With the string through that bead, you'll pull the string all the way through until the beads stack into place. Here is how it should look again. We will continue using the same steps for this portion of the bracelet by adding 3 beads to the string using the same color pattern with the beads on the string, running the string to the next accent bead. You'll do this all the way around the bracelet until we've reached back to the starting point. Let me show you once more what we are doing. Remember, we're adding 3 beads to the string and running that string to the next yellow bead, pulling the string all the way through until the beads stack into place. So just continue doing this until we've gone all the way around the bracelet. As I've said before, as you can see, the yellow beads will act as a guide point for us to run the string through, making it easy to keep up on where to run the string through. I think that yellow is the perfect color that stands out. Leave a comment below letting me know what colors you think would look great for this project. As a quick tip for making this bracelet, when you finish the section, be sure to pull the string just enough to keep the beads in a tight formation. From this visual reference, you should be able to see that this part should be pretty simple and easy to keep up with. Now that we've just about made it back to the starting point, we will do as we did before by adding 3 beads to the string using the same pattern and running that string to the next yellow bead. Watch closely as I guide the string through this bead so that you can understand where to run the string through. When you get that string through that bead, you'll pull the string all the way through and the 3 beads will stack into place just like the others. Now that the string is coming out of this yellow bead, we will run the string through these 2 additional beads to step us up to the next row of the bracelet. So just watch closely as I guide the string to these two beads. This visual reference should make it clear and easy to understand the path of beads that I am running the string through. Once you have that string through those beads and pull the string all the way through, here is what it should look like. Now you are ready for the next row and sections of this bracelet. From this point, we will add 3 beads to the string using the same pattern as we've done before. That's 2 orange beads with 1 yellow bead in the middle. With those 3 beads on the string, you're going to run that string through the next accent bead. That's this yellow bead here. When you get that string all the way through that bead, you'll pull the string all the way through and the beads will stack into place, filling in the gap as well. With the string coming out of the accent bead, which is the yellow bead, let's once again add 3 beads to the string using the same color pattern. With those beads on the string, we'll run that string through the next accent bead. When you get that string through that yellow bead, you'll pull the string all the way through until the beads fit right into place. Continue repeating these same steps for this part of the bracelet. With the string coming out of the yellow bead, you'll add 3 beads to the string with that same color pattern, 2 orange beads and 1 yellow bead in the middle. With those beads on the string, you'll run that string through the next accent bead. You'll pull the string all the way through that bead until the 3 beads fit into place. Remember to pull the string to keep those beads in a tight formation. With the string coming out of the yellow bead, let's show the steps once more by adding 3 beads to the string of the established color pattern and running the string to the next accent bead. As you can see, I have the 3 beads on the string. Now it's running the string through the next yellow bead on that row, which is that accent bead. Watch closely as I guide the string to that bead. When you get the string all the way through that bead, you'll pull the string until the 3 beads fit right into place. As you can see, everything should be coming together just fine. So just continue repeating these same steps, running the string through the yellow beads around the bracelet until you've reached the starting point of this row. Remember, don't forget to pull the string to keep those beads in a tight formation. With this visual reference, hopefully you are able to understand and see clearly of how this bracelet is put together. Now that we've just about made it back to the starting point of this row, we will do as we did before by adding 3 beads to the string using that same color pattern. With those beads on the string, you'll run that string through the next yellow bead. Watch closely as I guide the string through this bead so that you can understand where to run the string through. When you get that string all the way through that bead, pull the string all the way through until the 3 beads fit right into place. With the string coming out of this yellow bead, we'll need to run the string to these next 2 beads here, with the string coming out of the yellow bead. Watch closely as I guide the string through these beads. Running the string through these beads will step you up to the next row and ready us for the final row of the bracelet. When you get the string all the way through these beads, pull the string all the way through and we are ready for the final row. Here is what it should look like. As you can see, the string is coming out of this yellow bead. Now, let's go ahead and add 2 beads to the string using the base color we started with. That's 2 blue for this bracelet. With those 2 beads on the string, we'll run that string to the next yellow bead. Again, watching closely as I guide the string to this bead. With the string through that bead, you'll pull the string all the way through and you'll see that the beads will fit right into place, just like this. Let's continue using the same steps for the final row of this bracelet. With the string coming out of this yellow bead, you'll add 2 blue beads to the string. Now with those beads on the string, you'll run that string to the next yellow bead. Pull the string all the way through that bead until the 2 beads fit right into place. This is what it should look like. As I've said before, we will continue using these same steps until we've gone all the way around the bracelet, filling in the gaps. Remember, we'll add 2 blue beads to the string. With the beads on the string, we'll run that string through the next yellow bead, getting that string through that bead, pulling the string all the way through until the 2 beads fit right into place. As you can see, this final row should be pretty simple to follow. You may also notice that the blue beads close the gap in between the yellow beads, also pulls them up, giving the beads in the middle of the bracelet the shape of an X or diamonds. As a friendly reminder, don't forget to pull the string tightly to keep the beads in a tight formation. Once you've added all the beads to the string and have made it all the way around the bracelet, with the string coming out of this yellow bead, you'll run that string through a number of beads using this path in order to meet up with the short end of string to tie off. This is the original starting point of the bracelet. So watch closely as I guide the string through these beads, bringing us back to the original starting point with the other end of string. As you can see, this is the path that I think works best for me. With this visual, you will see that guiding the string through these beads should be pretty easy. If you're having trouble getting the string through these beads, remember, you can always flex the beads to make room. You can also make the string more firm by adding glue to the tips of the string, or use a sewing needle as a guide as well. Just know that all these techniques are always optional. Once you have both ends of string back at the starting point coming out of the same bead, you'll tie both ends of string together with a square knot tied nice and tight, ensuring that everything stays together. With the knot securely tied, you'll carefully cut off the tied loose ends of string, and your X-base bead cuff is now complete. And there you have it, another bead bracelet that was fun to make. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful and you can create one just as great. If there's anything you'd like to add, request your suggestions, don't be afraid to leave a comment below. And if you are new, or you just haven't already, don't forget you can always subscribe if you want to be notified for more bead tutorials just like this one. Hoping you'll tune in for the next one to fulfill your creative needs. Until next time, wear it and share it. Thanks for watching TurboBeads.